This is CHSTV News.
Good morning, Cathedral. We hope you had a great weekend. I'm Kyle.
And I'm Eric with your morning announcements for Monday, November 3rd.
Let's start off our show with a message from Mrs. Cannon.
Good morning, Cathedral. On Friday, Cathedral Senior Gaels played with heart and soul in the playoff action against Bishop Ryan at Bishop Ryan. A wet and windy day, our Senior Gaels rallied back in the fourth quarter to put points on the scoreboard. Unfortunately, the season ended on Friday. I wish to take the opportunity to extend congratulations to a fine team of student athletes, to their teacher coaches and their dedicated efforts and hard work. You played a season of which you can be proud, and we are proud of you for your sportsmanship and display of fine skills. You made history by playing and winning games here at home on our own field. Thank you to the coaches, to Mr. Arciafani, Mr. Tassoni, Mr. Andrade, to our outside volunteer coaches. Thank you to Mr. Brown, a big supporter and promoter for Gaels football. Thank you to the cheerleaders and Ms. Scalajet, Mr. Muley and Ms. McCabe, to the fantastic support of student, fans, and staff, our stick crew that was out there when we played here at home. You were wonderful, each and every one of you. And of course, all this week we're going to be in playoff actions, junior football. The junior football team played the last season game on Friday, and this week, this Friday, the juniors will be in playoff action, as will be girls basketball and boys volleyball this week. Good luck and all the very best wishes from the entire Cathedral community as you move on ahead. Well, of course, Friday was Halloween, and here at Cathedral it was Halloween for Hunger. It was a great showing and hard work. Thank you so very much to all who helped in the planning and who were out there on Friday night, to Ms. O'Keefe, to Mr. Van der Zenden, who was there and in good force and good spirit, putting together and making sure that all the food that was brought in was put in its place, and we'll be continuing that for sure. Thank you to all the students, the parents, the staff who came out to help out. It was a little bit rainy, but the spirits were tremendous, and we had the best showing ever, and certainly the food that was collected was the largest quantity ever, so that will be shared around. You'll hear a little bit more about that also from Ms. O'Keefe, but we can't say enough how wonderful the evening went and how successful it was, so thank you so very, very much. And of course, you will be hearing a little bit more this morning, but tomorrow, remember, is the Spirit Wear Civies Day Wear, and it's all in support of the United Way. The United Way is a funding agency, and we have a lot of programs in our school and throughout the city that benefit from the United Way and the funding that is provided. You will get more details from Mr. Daly, but remember, your top can only be something that is Cathedral, so it might be team wear, club wear, spirit wear, and you can wear jeans and so on for the bottoms. But as I said, you'll be getting more information. We look forward to a big day tomorrow in that regard, and all in support of the United Way. Now have a great day, Cathedral, and here we have Miss O'Keefe.
Thank you, Mrs. Cannon. 3 quick announcements for you today. Gaels, first off, in Period 1 teachers' mailboxes, you would have found a little memo with the sheets for the Book of Life. During the month of November, we remember all of our dearly departed. And so each student and staff member is invited to write the names of their loved ones on these sheets and to bring them down to the chapel. I am on retreat today, so I ask that you bring the sheets to the chapel and not to my office. Students who are on the grade 12 retreat today, if you are not yet in the chapel, please make sure to go there. And a few more thank yous for the Halloween for Hunger. It was an awesome evening, Cathedral. 72 students signed up. And I just quickly want to thank the teachers who drove for us and staff members, Ms. DiBiase, Mrs. Bellavia, Ms. Craig, Ms. Amanda, Mr. Van der Zanden, Mr. and Mrs. Cannon, our parent volunteer drivers, and of course Father Jay, who came from St. Patrick's Parish to commission us before we left. There's our group shot of all of the wonderful people who came out. For those of you who had a route, please return your laminated maps, your envelopes, and your buttons to my office after school today so that we can reuse them for next year. Thank you. Now to our anchors.
Thanks, Miss. Grade 12 students, listen up. University PIN numbers are in. University-bound grade 12 students can pick up their envelopes at the beginning and only the beginning of periods 3 and 4 in Mr. Felice's office. Students must provide a signature prior to obtaining their envelope. Thanks from Mr. Felice.
Attention all grade 12 students planning on going to university or college next year. The Cathedral homepage has a link to scholarship and bursary information. The list provided is a great starting point for your search to obtain money for tuition and includes school and board-sponsored bursaries. A hard copy will be made available in front of Mr. Felice's office. Please pay attention to the due dates.
And speaking of potential grads, if you are a soon-to-be graduate who has not yet completed your Christian service hours, you should meet with Mr. Dempsey, our Christian service animator. He can help you find volunteer opportunities, whether you need 4 hours or 40. Please visit him in the guidance office this week.
Students who are attending the Culture of Life banquet are asked to pick up their permission forms in room 300 today. Students who did not hand in their permission forms must bring them to the banquet tonight. A reminder to be at Michelangelo's at 6 p.m., dressed appropriately for a Catholic community event.
Students taking co-op this semester are a reminder of their seminar this Wednesday in the library. Please be sure to notify your employer. Thanks from Miss Lucier. And don't forget that today after school, you can take part in Miss Gallijet's Kick Butt Boot Camp. Be ready to work out by 3:15 in room 117.
The junior football team closed out their regular season with a 34-15 loss to STM on Friday. Touchdowns were scored by Prosper Mbai and Jackson Brown, while Mario McLennan added a field goal. The Gales take on SJB Braves this Friday in quarterfinal action.
Today, the senior girls basketball team faces STM in playoff action at 3:30. Teachers, please excuse the girls at 1 p.m. as they must make their way to STM. Thanks from Coach Thomason.
There will be a wrestling practice tomorrow after school for all boys and girls interested in wrestling this upcoming season. Please bring appropriate workout attire and meet in front of the gymnasium. Thanks from Coaches Ryu and Crosta. Also, after school tomorrow, the Cathedral swim team practices continue Tuesday at 3:30 at Central Memorial Pool. Thanks from Coach Lucier.
All members of the Cathedral boys hockey team are reminded of their first team practice tomorrow at 4 p.m. at the Parkdale Arena. Players who have not picked up a schedule for the month of November are asked to do so from Coach Toole sometime today. Thank you from Coaches Toole, Mule, Chafe, and Alves.
To all senior boys interested in playing senior boys basketball, tryouts will be today and tomorrow at 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. If you have any questions or concerns, please see Mr. Mega in the phys ed office. And tryouts for the midget boys basketball team will take place today at 5 p.m. Thanks from Coach Cabardis.
And speaking of basketball, the midget girls team plays on the road today in a quarterfinal game against St. Mary's. Game time is at 3:30, and any fan support would be greatly appreciated. If you cannot attend the game, be sure to offer the team members some words of encouragement. It's time to pull off an upset, girls. Good luck. And now I'll pass it over to Mr. Daly, who has some information about tomorrow's United Way Day.
Good morning, Cathedral. Just to reiterate, the United Way funds a lot of the programs that a lot of our students, you and I, have all enjoyed growing up. For example, the CYO is one example, the Boys and Girls Club. So your support of this worthy charity is very much appreciated. Tomorrow, we'll be doing a dress down day, and what's going to happen on that is you're to be wearing a cathedral top of some kind. You can wear your sports top and your sweaters that I frequently confiscate and ask you to put in your lockers. And for that, we are asking for a $1 donation. If you're willing and able to give more, that would be very much appreciated as well. And we're looking, and also on pants, we're looking at less formal pants will be acceptable, for example, jeans. And with that, I'll pass it back to the desk.
Thanks, sir.
And those are all your announcements for today, Cathedral.
Have a great day, Chaos, and thanks for watching.